Good morning, Internet, and welcome back to the Rosy Supernova. I finally got the liquid tank, liquid engine research done. To give you an idea of how long that took, I built this liquid oxygen system before the research change, and now my liquid oxygen tank is almost full. And I'm not even bringing in a constant 1 kilo a second. It has been a long time. We're up to cycle 312. I went and tapped the gold volcano, and it of course went dormant not too long after. And I also tapped the aluminum volcano, which was dormant and just became active. And then I'm just collecting all the metal into the same place to make it easier for the dupes. Down here, we were still cleaning up from that carbon dioxide explosion. It was quite a lot. A lot of this was up to 5 or 6 kilos. So I actually put in a second pump over here to try to keep the pressure down. It was getting up into the living quarters, but now this pump will slowly drag it down sideways. One suggestion I'm going to put for the game developers is there needs to be an automation output from this. So much like a liquid tank or a battery, there needs to be an automation output to say, if my rad bolts are below a certain number, send a red signal. And if they're above a certain number, send a green signal, and then we can use automation to turn these on or off so they don't overshoot. I mean, I know I could turn them off and have them collect, but I'd like to have it automated where the dupes are using this and it says, oh, I need more rad bolts, and it just shoots another one. I think you'd have to use buffer gates or filter gates or something to get it to not shoot all the rad bolts. And right now my dupes are up in space doing a bit more of that research. I'm not too concerned about that. It's only 250. Yeah, come here. So just every once in a while I send them up for 3/4 of a cycle and call it good. All the while slowly building the tanks in the pipe for the liquid oxygen system. Oh. I was thinking about ways of putting oxygen into here, into the Spacefarer modules. And one thing I forgot about, I've been seeing these tanks of polluted oxygen that occasionally come out of the suits when they get worn. Behind them are tanks of oxygen. So if you look at these numbers, of course zooming in doesn't help, there is 4 tons of oxygen in tanks, another 2.5 tons there, and another ton there. So what that tells me is I can just put in one of these gas emptiers. This one I've got set to polluted oxygen, so I can slowly empty those out and then just have them get cleaned. But I can use that to fill up the oxygen in these Spacefarer modules. And I think, yeah, even my Oxlight is almost full. That's how long it's been. Good God. And the saves still take a while. Alright, I'm going to up the priority, get these built, and then we'll start playing around with the interior. Now, it says I can build it that tall. Hold on, I need to... I definitely don't need 2 more researchers, sure. So it said I could put in the solar panel and the gas cargo, but until I get this piping finished and can get Oxidizer in there, I don't know if it can take off. So that's what I'm waiting on, is for them to finish all this piping. I think they can reach that once this is built. Maybe not. Really? Oh, I can do that. Alright. And then I've deconstructed most of the stuff inside of here. It's a bit of a mess. But that way they stop trying to deliver to that, and I can start delivering into that one. Okay, those are reachable now. I just don't want to turn on the oxygen until they actually have the pipe finished. I mean, I do have an army of dorks, but it's just taking them a while. We've got, what, these two segments and those segments left? Oh, and they're getting sunburn. I do miss the bunker doors. The bunker doors at least stopped sunburn from happening. And right now we're just pulling oxygen in from this pipe and that pipe. So I'm barely getting every other one out of it. But like I said, my liquid oxygen tank is almost full. I've got this set to 200. I'll probably even set that down to 100. There's more than enough liquid oxygen in there. Because in spaced out, my rockets aren't going constant, and they don't even use that much. You know, that's one tile's worth, and I won't burn it off that fast. In the base game, when you had a rocket using 250 kilograms every 2 or 3 cycles for the close cargo runs, and those big rockets using 2,000, you definitely needed more liquid oxygen, but these aren't going to run constantly. Is that it? Is that it? Double check. Piping, piping, piping. You bypass. Input to output, input, input, and around. You are set to 1 kilo. Just in case. Perfect. Yeah, and all of this is super cold because it's been sitting in there chilling for quite some time. Who has unreachable food? Well, how did you take off your suit? Like, if you come through a dock, yeah, you should just deliver the suit. Oh, because there's 3 of you morons. Oh, no, deliver suit. Yeah, there's suit docks in here. This is done. Oh, good God, they're all morons. Really? I'm gonna have to do this every time? Yeah, at least it's all delivered now. Wow. Yeah, there's not enough oxygen in here yet for all you morons. And it's not like those suits were empty. Alright, what's the air in there look like? Okay, so this pump isn't quite... Alright, so this is what the interior design looked like. I forgot that I left stuff enabled. So I've got telescope, researching, suit docks. This I was going to use, but I think I'm going to get rid of it because I could put in that gas cargo canister. I've got a vent in there. And so piping-wise, this is an output fitting, which now has filters on it, so it only lets oxygen in. This is one of those zero power filters, so as this pump pumps up stuff, it will keep the carbon dioxide down here to 1 tile. I don't have any beds, just because I want the telescope and the research. And right now I'm actually just waiting for these things to fill up. Which just takes a while, because again, I'm not pumping in a whole lot of oxygen. Okay, you're up to range of 6. much liquid oxygen do you have? And you're at a half load of liquid oxygen, but I think because it's what, 4 times better, that's all you need. Alright, so right now I am just waiting. I want all the oxygen in there I can get. I want both of these docks to be full, this to be at full pressure, and the cargo container to be full. I don't know how much power the solar panel provides when in space. I know it says 60 when it's on the ground, but I think it's supposed to be more when it's out in space. So the one thing I don't have in here is a squirrel wheel. I mean, I can kind of remove some stuff and fit that in. But if they run out of power when they're not moving, or they don't get enough from the rocket... Oh, rocket's 240. Oh, I moved this. I put in the cargo container, it moved the solar panel up, so it says the solar panel output is down there. Okay. Well, right now we're just waiting on all of the gases and liquids to fill up. Alright, my suit dock is almost full. I switched this over to a high pressure vent because once it became overpressurized as a small vent, it let some oxygen through. So I forgot that this one needs to be high pressure so it can always bypass. And I think we're ready for some food. I'm gonna go with 7. And I don't think my gas canister is full yet, but that's fine. You're all full. Alright, now we got some bleach stone for the hand sanitizer. And now this should be getting full. Alright, and you say range of 6. I'll do 1, 2. Okay. Now we just need food. And Max is bringing it. And it's only set up for 2 dupes, but that's all I really want. 1 to work the telescope, 1 to work this, and the pilot flies. And now they can actually wash their hands. Okay, crew, we want Catalina and Ellie. Yeah, the cargo transfer we don't care about because it's got plenty of oxygen. How much does this even have? It's got 32 in there. Before we launch, let's just check what's in the blueprint. Sure. All sorts of stuff comes out of the gas container. Set that. I should have dirt. Yep. Well, you both have astronomy, so that's just wrong. Okay, someone did deliver dirt. Good. Oh, you don't have... Catalina doesn't have astronomy. We can fix that. Oh, they're down here in the rocket. You have astronomy. How are you not using the telescope? Oh, area complete. They haven't moved far enough. Hey, they upped the animation. That's interesting. So yeah, they gotta move a little bit before anything happens. Flooding. Oh, that's one of those. That we don't care about. We came in here, sealed up a steam vent. Alright, let's just keep an eye on the gases. Okay, so it is not pulling from the cargo container. Can I see the contents? This is all new. Alright, you. Okay, so it does say empty. Okay. We'll have to keep an eye on their oxygen levels. This is all fully pressurized, so it should be fine. Next time I'll wait for the cargo container to be more full. So they gotta move one more tile. Alright, we'll keep an eye on it. New experiment with new rocket design, but so far it seems... Oh, I can't see power level, can I? No, I can only see the cargo container. Fuel oxidizer, food. Oops. Don't search for battery in there. Alright, I think I'm going to have to relaunch the rocket. We'll be right back. Well, we are back, and as I suspected, we hadn't even launched the rocket yet after that crash. So now I'm going to wait for this tank to be full, and then we'll launch the rocket. Yeah, I just looked at how big the large gas cargo container is. I think they changed it because it's now 11 tons. That should be enough to keep dupes alive in here for quite some time. I mean, 11,000 kilograms of oxygen is a lot for 2 dupes. But we'll wait for that to fill up. I dedicated this pipe. I know you can use 2 port loaders. Oh, they dropped all the barbecue. Oh, whatever. I guess people were trying to deliver and then got lost. So I think once all this gets full... Oh, when did you start coming around? Alright, perfect. That's now rotating. Once that drops in temperature, we'll crank it up. But if you use 2 port loaders, you can load twice as fast. So that's why these are all spaced this way, so I can daisy chain port loaders in between them, and then it'll load both rockets. Alright, so I'm just getting impatient. I've got almost 600 kilos in there. Let's change the crew and get them going. And we want to go there. And by the time they get there, there'll be another, I don't know, 30 or 40 kilos. Should be enough to keep them alive. Where's food, right? Oh. No, because everyone forgot to bring in the... Damn it. Cancel launch. All. We need food. Oh, I said cancel launch. Damn it. Get him back out of there. Get someone to deliver the food. I thought because they dropped it on the ground, someone had delivered. What rocket is this? Artemis. Alright, now we have food. Always something spaced out. Catalina. Ellie. Change to there. Acknowledge warnings, begin launch. Alright. It seemed slow. Now we save. Alright, let's have a look at the interior. Alright, they're out of their suits, they have food. Okay. I wish that arrow would always be there. It is. Weird. Alright, so that was a successful launch. Remember, do not search for the battery power. Alright, let's see how the telescope works once they get out a little bit farther. One thing I forgot in this design is I don't have a deodorizer for the polluted dirt that comes out of this. I don't know if that'll be a problem. I think if there's enough gas pressure right here, it'll keep it from outgassing. But yeah, because of the telescope, I didn't have another place to put this power outlet fitting, so I just can't fit that in. But we're just waiting for them to get to the next tile and see what the telescope does. And I might have to move that pump. Like, it is definitely grabbing carbon dioxide, but I don't think it's quite grabbing it fast enough. It might need to be down 1. I don't know if it'd be better to put the telescope down here and the research up there. I don't know. New design. We definitely have plenty of oxygen coming out of the pipe. We just need to get the carbon dioxide out of the way so they don't suffocate at the bottom. And I'm just waiting for them to move to the next tile so the telescope will work. There they go. So now, yep, perfect. Telescope is active. I mean, for the most part, it's working. I've just got to, I probably don't need both of these storage bins, and then I can move the pump down there. I can probably just do that now. Nah, we'll wait. I gotta redo all the piping for that. Oh! I wonder if it prioritizes the planet. Or if that was just the first thing I saw. That sounds like they're operating the rocket. They're no longer on the telescope. Did they go back to that one? I'm trying to judge based on what the game audio says they're doing. Hey! Nice. That's the ice planet? Okay, why can't I oversee it? Do I have to be in orbit to oversee it? Or are they... Anyway, it's the ice planet with the iron volcano. Yeah, I guess I gotta be in orbit for that. Alright, so far this is working out pretty well. Well, we made it out to our destination. I still have no way of telling whether or not the battery is going dead, or how much power the satellite's giving me. And that should be... Please don't crash. So that is all of the orbital research there, and this should be the last of it. Alright, and then we're gonna send it back. I don't think there's another planet out in this direction, but once I get done with the other orbital research, then I can get the... redo the rocket so that there's more room. But yeah, I think this is a successful rocket design. They're alive, their stress is 0, they've got food, probably more food than they needed. Germs are okay. Looks like there's still oxygen in the tank. Forgot where I got to see that. Guess up here. Yeah, I still got 300 kilograms. I think I had like 600 when I took off. Yeah, range remaining 4. No. Because you're getting flooded because this ice is melting. Let's dig that. Well, I think we will call that good for today. We got a successful rocket launch. We've got research going on. We've got liquid oxygen. And right now I'm just waiting for that rocket to come back and finishing up the orbital research. So thank you very much for watching. I'm going to be just sending the rocket off in various directions to see the planets and see if I can't find... I think there's one more, maybe 2 more. We'll see what we get. Anyway, I hope you all have a wonderful day, and we'll see you next time.